Thursday Insights deep dive into meteorology on the road for a couple of days here, but want to make sure that we give you the overview of what's going on because there is still some really active weather to speak of as well. First of all, the overview is it's a mild Friday for us as we get into the day tomorrow. We already covered today in the 24-hour video. That is up on both our website and at the top of our app's home screen as well. Showers are coming back this weekend. Repeated unsettled weather is in the forecast with periods of wind every time the air changes. Here's the jet stream. Speaking of wind, that fast storm steering wind aloft. Look at this. You start to see a ridge coming up over the eastern United States, and you say, my goodness, we're getting into the warmer air. Is this the new pattern? But no, if you watched our pattern predictions early in the week on Monday, talked about the fact this is a fake out. The atmosphere is going to give us a trough, the return to a dip in the jet stream. Watch, you can see it unfold here. You ready? We go through the weekend. Here's the jet stream shifting over us Sunday into Monday. And by the way, by coming over us, remember, it's these storm steering winds. So that's why we get multiple disturbances that come by. And then you get a trough, a big dip in the jet stream. That means cool air that moves over us. And when you get cold air aloft, that usually sets you up for cloud development, precipitation development. So an increased chance of showers and colder than normal weather that comes in for quite a while through the middle portion of the month and then maybe can relax as we get to the latter half of the month. If you missed pattern predictions, please do check it out. You get more on that. But right now, let's kind of go with the sensible weather that will impact us over the next several days. So you can see the map getting into tomorrow. There's a break in the action. Showers in the morning along the south coast, sag south. Then actually get some breaks of sun. It turns into a pretty mild day. Yes, that's colder high pressure building down across the Great Lakes. It's just not here yet. So you don't really change the air quickly. What that means is, look at this. The yellows come all the way up into southern New England. We'll be in the 60s for high temperatures Friday. It's actually a really nice day when all is said and done tomorrow. Take a look. Find where you're going to be. Now, admittedly, if you're in northern New England, you're a little bit cooler. You're running in the upper 40s to low 50s, but most of us in central and southern New England able to jump to or over 60 degrees. In fact, 65 for a good portion of Mass, Connecticut, and Rhode Island. Don't forget, Sox take to the field, 2:10 first pitch. Look at that. First pitch, game's end, both pretty much the same. All the way through the afternoon, you hold in the mid-60s. Breeze is light out of the west-northwest or northwest, and it feels like the actual temperature. It's actually an awesome day for a game at Fenway Park. Great way to kick off the home season for the boys of summer anyway. Let's take a look at the bigger picture, and you can see here comes another storm center, drawing in Gulf moisture, slow-moving front that actually stalls down by Memphis. Focuses some heavier rain there, but this is Saturday, and what's it doing? Pointed right at us. Remember, the jet stream winds come overhead, the storm steering winds. So here we go, Saturday morning, 8:15, trying to get youth sports in. You'll succeed in Maine. You might be able to do it in the morning when you get along Route 16 eastern New Hampshire. It's going to be a close call. Boston, here are the showers, very close. Coming over Worcester, 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. So no guarantee on getting morning games in on Saturday. Certainly doesn't look good for the afternoon. You can see there'll be a mix across some of northern New England. Don't think there's going to be a whole lot of accumulation that comes out of this. Probably going to see a coating to an inch of snow across some of the mountains. And then you'll go over a little period of freezing rain and sleet for a bit across the North Country later on Saturday. Notice you get the rain, though, for a lot of folks in green or the yellows or the heavier bouts of rain. And the showers continue for us Saturday night, even Sunday. Sunday, there may be a little bit of a break for a while in southern New England. Notice it rains all day in northern New England. Southern New England, if you get that break, it's later morning to about midday, and new showers crop up during the course of the afternoon as we start to get into that slow-moving front as well. Once that disturbance goes by, so Monday morning showers start to die out, look what's coming across the Great Lakes. You've got snow showers, another disturbance coming in. That'll give a little bit of snow by Monday night and Tuesday to northern New England. Not a lot, but a little. And a couple of showers come back into play again for the rest of us. So when you take today's rain and then you add what's coming as we go into the weekend, your total amount of rain here is on the order of about 1.5 inches for most of us. Some of us, 2 inches or even a little bit more in the case of the western slopes of the Green Mountains. That is a lot of rain between now and the middle of next week. So we could use it for the water table, but again, it's going to be an unsettled pattern. In terms of the wind, if we look just off the deck about 6,000 feet, this gives you an idea of when the winds at least are going to get gusty. So notice tomorrow you get the wind coming out of the northwest. You've got gusts that'll be with us, probably on the order of about 35 miles per hour at the surface, though it's blowing higher aloft. And then every time you see that brown come in, that's about a 50-mile-per-hour wind, just about 6,000 feet high. So you're starting to gust it again, getting into Sunday, for example, and then that goes by. And it looks like when that next disturbance comes in Tuesday, it's not as strong, but you're still into gusty winds Tuesday into Wednesday behind it as it goes by. So bottom line is every time you change the air, you're going to get a decent amount of wind. And, of course, your temperatures swing with that change in air, too, right? So, for example, by the time we get to tomorrow night, we talked about 60s tomorrow, but you're dropping down to the 30s. And that's what sets you up for what will be a chilly rain on Saturday. Notice high temperatures only in the 40s in much of New England. Now, northern New England, again, you'll start in the 30s. You'll start with a mix. You'll go into the 40s. By Saturday night, most of us remain above freezing. Northern Maine, the Great North Woods of New Hampshire may be the icy exception. Other than that, I think the rest of us can safely get above that 32-degree mark. Sunday, change in air. Wind starts to kick. What do? You bring the temperature back up into the 60s again in southern New England, 50s across a lot of the north, and that's why it's all raindrops that come down on Sunday. By Monday, again, you get perhaps a little break after some morning showers, temperatures in the 40s, north 50s for most of us, and then getting into next week, again, it stays unsettled into the midweek. Just a reminder, you can always get our app and follow it all, right? You'll be able to do that, including the rain that's coming through today that we looked at earlier in 1 degree outside today, but you can look at the live radar anytime you want on the App Store, Google Play. Just search it out. It's 1 degree outside weather, or Noyes, 1 degree outside weather. That's how things are looking for now, but we will keep you posted on any updates that you need. You'll get them through our app. We'll look forward to seeing you at 1degreeoutside.com. Make it a great rest of your day.